Perfect. Hi, Jordan. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm well, thank you. So tell me, how excited are you for Uppercut to release in theaters and on demand?
So excited. I can't wait for people to check it out.
Well, what drew you to Uppercut and how did you become involved with this project?
What really drew me about it was that it came across my desk and I looked up Torsten and his work, which his work is gorgeous, the way he captures life. Uh,
hmm
and reading the script and really being able to challenge myself as an actor and really stretch myself not only through the psychological aspect of the storytelling, but also the physical aspect of the storytelling. Being
hmm
to train and to learn boxing techniques and really stretch myself in that way was something that I feel like every actor dreams of being able to play this. So that was a lot of fun.
Definitely. So we know you for your work in theater and on TV, but is this your debut feature film?
No, I actually my debut feature film was a film called Wolf that
Okay.
was opened at South by Southwest in like 2012. I was 16 and I was the lead. I,
Okay, gotcha.
I was 16 years old, but this is my return.
Your
This,
return. Okay, the return of Jordan Cooper. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah. And then
So tell us a little bit more about your character and how they fit into this story.
yeah, so Payne is basically he is a bundle of self-determination and hard-headed, but he's a character who is really trying to get Louis' character to really see him and value him and say, hey, you're not looking at me, I'm over here and I can be the one to get your train through the finish line. He's one of those people who I think doesn't have a lot of love from other people outside of the world and the outside world, so he really places his value in the sport. He places
Okay.
value in like being seen. I'm gonna peacock so everybody values me and everybody sees me. And I think we see the results of what happens whenever he relies on that to be the thing that determines who he is.
Definitely. So, with this being your feature film feature film return, what by being involved with this project, wow, if I can actually talk, I apologize. What did you gain from this experience?
Oh, I gained a lot. Not only cool friends in this amazing cast and Torsten, but also, I really was able to challenge myself in a new way physically. The stamina was crazy, and to be
Mhm.
able to walk out with, the skills of boxing, and then, the beauty of like being reminded of the metaphor of boxing on top of the actual boxing, which is like sometimes it's like you're in the ring with life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like
hmm
get hit. Sometimes you got to hit back. Sometimes you got to duck. Sometimes you're in the corner. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's like you got to find your way, how to get back up, how to get
hmm
up and how to fight. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And Uppercut is a film about resilience and breaking barriers. So, what other themes in this film resonated with you personally?
I think persistence for sure.
Persistence.
Like the idea of like, which is something I think we all need in today's day and time.
Mhm.
But just the idea of like, I'm never gonna take no for an answer. Just
Yeah.
because it's never happened before doesn't mean I can't do it. Just because you've never done it before doesn't mean you can't do it.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful reminder of that for sure.
Exactly. And the film also tackles gender and societal expectations. How do you think Uppercut contributes to the ongoing conversation about representation in sports and beyond?
I think it contributes by adding to the lexicon of like beautiful films about female boxers, you know what I mean? And the idea that like it is not a gendered sport. If you can do it, you can do it. If you got the love for it, you can do it. And I think that should apply to everything because at the end of the day, we're all just spirits and souls, you know what I mean? Determined to do a thing. Gender doesn't even matter. So it's like if you got the spirit and the soul to go in there and make it happen, you do it, you know.
Exactly, I agree. So, what was it like working with this cast? It also stars Ving Rhames, Louis. Is that how you pronounce their name?
Yeah.
Louis,
Mhm.
and Joanna Cassidy. Yeah, were there like any memorable moments on set? What was the bonding experience like?
Oh, it was special. It was special. They're all very like giving actors. They're all very present, very giving, very caring, and that's always super helpful. As a scene partner, that's really all you could ask for.
Mhm.
And just good people. Good genuine people. We have a lot of good fun, a lot of fun laughing on set. One of my biggest laughs was that the big fight scene that happens with me and the other boxer. It
Mm.
was crazy because we spent like maybe like 4 to 5 hours shooting that scene, and And my body at the end of the day is like, you know, it does it, my body is cussing me out.
I was like, I'm done. I'm done with
Right.
this.
And Torsten came in my room. He was like, yo, just checking in on you. You did amazing, man. You did amazing. He was like, you know, we had your stunt double on standby, but we didn't even need him. And I looked at him. I said, stunt double this whole time.
Now you tell me.
Right. No, but I'm so glad that I was able to do it. You know, you can watch and see that, you know, it's like, oh, I got a chance to push myself. You know, I got a chance to
Mhm.
do something new. So that's really special. Yeah.
Exactly. And that goes to like to what you said about gaining these new boxing skills. So you have
Yeah,
these for life now.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
So if you could step into the boxing ring with any historical, fictional, real life person, who would it be or why?
Ooh, if I could step into the boxing ring.
Who would your number one challenger? Who would you want that to be?
See, my problem is the people I would want to get in the ring with are people that I would actually want to have a conversation with, just out of
Okay.
curiosity, because I'm a history buff. So I would probably get my ass beat because I would pick Joe Louis, and then I would be one to ask questions, and then he'd be knocking me out.
Fight now, talk later.
Right, right.
So ultimately, what do you hope audiences take away from Uppercut?
Ultimately, I hope they take away not only just a good time, but the idea of exactly what we talked about, you know, don't
Mhm.
give up. Don't give
Mhm.
up. Keep going, you know, no matter what the door looks like, if it's closed, if it's locked, break it down, you know.
Exactly.
I
Mhm.
think that that is the ultimate takeaway, really, is that is to persist and move forward and think bigger and break barriers.
All right, fantastic. Well, Jordan, how can one stay up to date with you the best?
Yes, the best way to follow me is on Instagram, at Jordan E. Cooper. I usually post everything that I'm up to and what's going on in life.
Mhm.
That's usually the best place to follow me for sure.
All right. Then before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects or anything else you'd like to mention or plug at this time?
Yes, I am going to be in Freakier Friday, the new Freaky Friday sequel with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
Nice, nice.
And that's coming out August 8th. So hopefully
Okay.
people go out and have a good time.
Yeah, are you allowed to say who you play?
My character's name is Jet. That's what I can tell you. That's what I can tell
Okay. All right.
you.
So be on the lookout for that. Okay, awesome.